Hello everybody and welcome on today's video. Today I'd like to do some work on this well, fairly big field maple, and as you see, spring is is in the country, and well, there are a few things that we can look at and see if we need to do something. So let's start immediately. So we will start at the bottom, and well, the first thing you see, of course, there are tons of little weeds. This is fertilizer, so that's okay. There's even a grass growing in the. So of course, in spring you want to make a clean start. So this has to be removed, but I'm not gonna bore you with my tweezers getting weeds out of the ground. This tree doesn't need a repot because, well, it was just potted last year. If you wiggle it, you see that the roots are quite consistent already, because this part of the soil is moving, but it's not so that every part of the soil is moving. Now the tree is healthy. We have new buds here, but since this is supposed to become a broom style, I'm going to get rid of all the shoots here before they become branches, and that's because I don't want the tree to put its energy in pieces of growth that we will not use. So the little things on the trunk can disappear. Here we have a fairly thin branch. This thick branch is well, quite consistent. I'd like to keep that big branch because it gives the tree an extra little movement, and it will make a difference between a very classical and kind of broom style that we've seen 100,000 times, and this as a thick branch, maybe secondary trunk, how can you call it, but this one is completely useless, so let's get rid of it. Now this branch is doing okay. Was cut back here last year. We have tons of buds. This is not a good one. This is going directly to the ground, so that's not good. Here we have more than one, but it's a little early to cut them off because I want to see what's going on, so let's just keep it the way it is. Here we have a branch. I hope it is on camera. 1 second please. Yeah, we have a branch here and a bud right above it, so this branch is budding, so that's good. I'm not going to need this bud, so it can come off. Little bud here can come off. Okay, so let's move up. We have tons of buds here, really tons, and that's I'm gonna zoom in. That's something you see very often with maples. They tend to make buds on wounds. So yeah, it's okay to close the wounds, but it's not gonna help a whole lot. So we just need to get rid of all this. It's useless. Same here. This branch, I don't know. I'm gonna keep it. These little ones, never gonna use them. These ones here, same. Okay. So they can come off. This branch, it's a different story because, well, as you see, if you look more at the top of the tree, I'm trying to graft some branches, and yeah, well, this is where it becomes a little difficult. Now let's zoom in some more if I can, just a little. You see, here is the big wound of that I made last year, and we have a few buds that are coming from this wound, so that's nice if you want to make a broom style. I have also made a hole here and inserted branches here, and I hope that these branches graft on this part of the trunk, and so I will have a nice broom form. So here the raffia is becoming a little, it could need some replacements. Going to cut off these little ones, It's best to do a bud selection because the tree did not put too much energy in these buds. Okay, so I removed a little more of these little things that I'm not going to need. Yeah. Now I need to make this raffia a little stronger because it's going to break. So I'm going to just leave what I had and add a new piece. But the problem is going to be not to damage the buds. That's why I did not select these buds, because if I ruin one, I can always use others. But I need to fix this broken raffia here. This is quite a critical time. You touch a bud, well, you can damage it. Don't need that one. Just want to make this part stronger again, and I'll explain in a few seconds why. Just give me the time to do this. It's not very tight, it doesn't have to be. Just wanna make a good knot to finish this. Oh boy, you see, this raffia became quite weak. Luckily I have a spare one here. Okay, so that's okay. Why do I want to have this part of the raffia strong? Well, because if you see the shape of the tree, this is supposed to be the front. These branches, I'm grafting them here, but they're going inside and they need to go outside. So I have to force them now, and I'm not going to do that with wire. I'm going to take a few wedges. So it's just pieces of bamboo, and well, bamboo you can split easily, and then you make wedges, and you can make it quite a sharp point on them. And I'm going to insert one here in order to push this trunk, this branch, excuse me, where I want it, with a little hammer. That's why you need to keep them long enough. You can now fix this. I have this branch where I want to do the same. This way, you see, it's already better. Maybe just some more. Well, there is room for one more. You see, this way, this branch has already a much better movement. It's not going inside, it's more going straight now, which is still not enough, so I'll have to put it in a little more. This looks a little bit ridiculous, but it's quite important because, well, this is how your branches will look for the start of your branch will look for the coming years. So I'm going to, because it's difficult with the camera here in my way, I'm going to go on with this and then I'll show you the result. So 1 second please. So I added a few wedges, and as you see the branch is now curving to the outer side, so that's okay, that's what I needed. For the rest, well, I'm not going to do a whole lot on this tree, because well, if you want these grafts to take, well, you have to let the branches grow, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. And if the graft take these years, well, this year, then I'll have to cut it back quite short, so how the rest of these branches are growing does not matter at all for the moment. So again, not a very spectacular video, but just showing the little things that you have to do sometimes, and the other thing that you have to do most of the time is just wait for the trees to grow. And well, that's it. So updates on this tree will come, of course, if there is something interesting that I could show you. And well, that's it. Oh yeah, one little more. Someone asked for a quick update, just a picture of the field maple on the rock. So 1 second. Made a little design change on this tree. I wired this branch back as more as a cascading branch, and I think I can give it a shot because, well, I don't really need that branch because I have a few new ones here, but I think it could be a nice feature, you know. It's not really something that a broadleaf tree is doing, but, well, I'm just trying, you know. So the little one that I inserted here, I don't think he's going to make it, so bad luck, no problem. For the rest, well, the tree is doing really great. I'm very pleased with it. It's growing well, so yeah, might become interesting. Okay, well, in the meantime, thank you for watching, and see you next time.